Gosh, it's simply no good. Simply no good. We are slightly early, just a hair, so we'll wait for
early's
everybody
better than late.
Oh, indeed.
That's what I always tell people when they come for their appointments, and they're like, I'm early. Better than late.
It surely is. And there you go. We've just appeared. We've appeared as if by magic on the tube of you.
Oh, maybe there's something here.
Well, I hope so. I don't know.
Oh, there we are.
There you are. See, you do exist. Oh,
yep.
You have to turn your sound off.
I got it.
Oh, do excuse me.
I don't know if you're going to be all right.
Bob Fleming. Yes, definitely today.
Our candle looking very sooty. I'm going to turn it around so the pretty side is up
there. Well, I'm sorry. Sooty candles?
Yes, it's very sooty.
Poor fragrances. We could clean it.
Good morning, Nessa.
Good morning, Sparky. Good morning, Gilda. Good morning, Heather. And welcome to Tuesday. It's not quite 11 yet, but it's still Tuesday. There you go. It's 11 o'clock.
That means?
It means the one and only.
Elevensies.
With Lisa and Anton. The late morning show, which actually is on time today.
All right. So just a quick little note before we get into Tarot Talk Tuesday.
Tarot Talk Tuesday.
You know the moon moves very quickly. Whoosh. So today the moon is in Pisces visiting Jupiter.
Oh, hello.
So there could be a little bit of expansion of drama.
Ooh, expansivity on the drama front.
But it's also a good time to kind of think about how you want to grow emotionally. So I'm just going to put that into the beginning of here.
Well, there you go then.
Hi, sweetie.
It being Tarot Talk Tuesday, the day where we actually go through a single tarot card. We're working our way through the entire deck, one card at a time. And it's probably going to take, along 78 goes at it. Well, and it's sort of 11 to 12 minutes a card. What's that? That's like 13 hours worth of bloody content.
Maybe so.
That's going to be a big course if you want to do it. So what card did we get today? Dun, dun, dun. Hello, Wendy. We got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles.
Why is his hat so big?
What's your thoughts on that? Perhaps he's a gnome. Ain't you got a gnome to go to?
Well, I've always found that part very interesting. Well, the first thing I'll say is we should look at color. And we see that he is dressed in shades of orange.
He is.
So that's reminiscent back to the Strength card, right? So we know that he is up for the job. You know, he's ready. He's got that fortitude. He's got courage. He's got a lot of the things that you would see in the Strength card. He also looks to be balancing something. And yesterday when we talked about the Strength card, we said balance your chakras. So he's balancing these two coins.
He's got the same kind of infinite loop there.
As the Magician.
And the Strength card.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
Yep, he's got the infinite loop that you see over the Strength card's head. So there's got to be some sort of connection to those, the Magician and the Strength card. Some tarot readers who've written books have called him the minor arcana magician.
Really?
Yeah. I also like that it almost looks like he's dancing while he's doing this, right? So
he's certainly on one leg.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a routine. It's not a big deal to him. It's a routine. So if there were positive cards next to this, I would say that he's very good at balancing his finances. And if there were negative cards around it, I'd say he's great at robbing Peter to pay Paul. And then you can see there's some ships on the horizon there. And they're not capsized.
But they look like they're being bobbed around a bit.
Quite a rocky sea there. Yeah. So he's waiting for his ships to come in. He's balancing his finances. He's standing on one leg, doing it with ease, courage, and strength. But I still don't know. I'd like people to chime in and tell me, why is his hat so big?
Why is his hat so big? It's kind of interesting here. So Rosemary says good morning, and Sparky says weaving. Yes, weaving indeed. So I don't know. What do you think? Maybe the hat side of things, does this be something that he wants you to pay attention to it because it's so big? Perhaps he's a bit of an entertainer. And perhaps he's doing a little bit of juggling here on one leg.
Perhaps he's the fool as well, the entertainer.
Oh, could be. Could be a melding of those kind of energies, if you like. So it's interesting. This card, to me, in practical terms, I see as somebody who can cope really well in a chaotic situation. Even though they don't necessarily make massive progress forwards, it's sort of more of a lather, rinse, repeat.
This is the same old shtick today, yeah.
They are extraordinarily good at juggling what needs to be juggled, whilst, balancing on one foot, and they've got the flow going. So the hat is staying on, Sparky says, even though balancing on the other leg. Absolutely. And we've also got that little bit of the as above, so below there. One being higher than the other. Mm-hmm. And that sort of loop of energy around.
And 1 foot grounded and 1 foot in other.
Yes, a little bit. He's neither here, he's neither there. But he's kind of got it going. And the chaos behind him there, although he's on calm ground, behind him there's some kind of rough seas.
Well, it's interesting because he's kind of got a call back to the Fool, the Magician, and the Strength card.
Yeah, kind of. And you can almost say his heel is almost possibly touching the water there as well. So maybe there's a little bit of temperance in there too.
Land, sea, and sky kind of thing. Yeah.
We've got that melding of energies and this continual interplay.
People discount the minor arcana.
Oh no!
And
don't do that.
And I think that's because so many decks are made with just like 2 coins on them.
Right.
Or 2 circles on them.
Well, Pamela changed all that.
The minor arcana are very, very important part of readings. They really fill in the story.
The meat, almost.
The meat on the bones,
Yeah, without doubt. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this card? What does this...
Why do you think his hat is so big?
Why do you think his hat is big?
The hat is staying on.
Even though balancing on the other leg. That's
yeah, okay, read that.
Anybody got any thoughts? Why is the hat so big? Jot your answers on a postcard too.
Well, here's an outrageous thing about it. It is almost like some sort of phallic thing.
He said I could touch his helmet.
Yeah. And it is orange, which is a color of fertility.
Ooh.
So again, I think this card is very much about success and growth and, even in chaos, moving forward. I got my little owl on today.
Oh, how nice.
It's a hooty owl.
Hooty owl?
A caution to the hooty owl.
Yes. It's kind of cool, this. It's hiding something. Sparky says the hat is hiding something.
Oh, well, he's got a lot of things up there. He could be hiding things up there.
Could be. But it's definitely, you're meant to notice the hat.
I would say so, because it's, in a lot of the minor arcana, their headdresses or their hats are important. And this one is just so large.
So are the shoes.
The shoes are important and how they're standing. Yeah. I think that the hat is also, again, reminding us that stop it.
Raja would like to chime in.
I think the hat is reminding us that he does have all these, a swelled head. Oh, a swelled head. Okay, sorry. Here, I had to look.
His head is mightily swollen. Yes. Well, you might say, ooh.
Well, no, I think it's reminding us that he has all these thoughts of courage and these thoughts of prosperity and fertility. And I thought, I had to look and see. That was funny. Lots of thoughts.
Lots of
thoughts contained up there that work for part of his dance. Because he's really animated. He's, like Anton was saying, he's almost like a jester or the fool. But I think that he's got his routine down.
Oh, he's very accomplished. But we've got, if the ace is the desire, the wish, the thought of becoming something. 2 is now starting to get into
the relation. Yep.
Yeah, but you see, here's where it starts to get a little bit tricky, because 1 by itself, I have to use fingers here. Could you hold the card?
I can't.
1 by itself can achieve nothing. It is purely a singularity. It exists within it the potentiality to be absolutely everything. But right now it's nothing. It could be everything, but it is no thing. Can't be hot unless you have cold. Can't be wet unless you have dry, etc., etc., etc. So we have to have opposition.
Yes.
Opposition is always a struggle. Yeah, oppositions hurt sometimes. Oppositions have to be juggled. But as we move to the resolution of opposition, yeah, that's where the magic happens. That triangle of manifestation.
The three.
Yes, the supernals we're talking about here as well. So yeah, we've got something that is starting to take shape, but it's a bit of a struggle and a bit of a juggle going on here, I think is the long and the short of it. And this card just by itself is if it were a, can you just pull me one card and tell me what you see? It's I would say, well, you're holding your station well in turbulent times, but can't tell you much without the other cards it's in a reading.
Yeah, no, the minor arcana really are like filling in paragraphs, and you have only part of the story.
Yes. Sparky's saying contrast and Navajo hoop dancing. I've never tried it. Can you imagine me hoop dancing? I don't know.
I can't see it.
You notice though his belt is very similar to the serpent around the magician.
Yes.
Where it's almost in exactly the same pose.
Exactly as I'm saying. Like he is a callback to the fool's energy. Courage to have the faith to make the journey. He's a callback to the magician's energy. I've got the tools and I know how to use them. He's a callback to the strength card. I know that I need balance. So when you see the Two of Pentacles, think about, to a lesser degree, because they're minor arcana, the energies of the Fool, the Magician, and the Strength card.
And a big orange pussycat.
Who will not let me stop petting him.
I know. We got a couple of new people watching us today. Hello, DT Gamer.
All right. What's our card of the day?
I don't know. Well, it's not this one, because this is the one we thought we'd talk about. Well, I'll let you pull the card of the day. Or maybe Raja could pull it. I don't know. Go on, see what we get.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Oh, he can use his teeth. Maybe just a little. What we got then? Ha-ha.
Oh, dear.
Speaking of struggle.
Oh, dear.
Well, tell them what you got.
The Five of Pentacles.
The Five of Pentacles.
All right. My reading for you for today is try not to feel isolated, even if you are experiencing some alone time.
Right.
So this card usually predicts someone who's feeling a bit cast out or, under the weather a bit. But I'm going to say for the reading for today, I think it's trying to remind us of those five pentacles in the beautiful stained glass window. That we do have a support system, and we do have, he's whacking you now, right? Yeah, you're not allowed to stop petting. We do have a support system when we look, and sometimes it's okay to just be with ourselves, to go within, and to not feel isolated, but feel the privilege of having that downtime.
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
that's my reading. You can give a different reading for sure.
There's a lot in this card. I could probably talk about this card for a week.
But it's a reading. But it's
because it warrants going there when we talk about this. If we pull it out, we will do eventually at some point. Talk about this one. But it's interesting that this is very much about conforming to what others seem to expect of you. In my mind as well. And taking on burdens and struggles that really aren't yours, but you kind of wear that badge. So for me, it's very much about learning self-reliance here, and realizing that you actually have got it, and that you sometimes, it's hard to explain this one, but even a kick up the arse can be a step forwards, It's something you, at the time might feel very painful, and you feel like you're being cast aside or passed over or thrown out in the cold, as Sparky says. But it's very much there is a positive resolution for this card. I mean, if we look at that wonderful tree of the 5 pentacles in the window there, there is we're moving forwards. The warmer weather will come. In fact, it's coming today. It's been quite interesting over the weekend, but yeah, this guy wearing the bell around his neck because he's a leopard, so people could run and hide, is the thing that gives me my meaning to this card. So which is don't who makes him wear that bell? He wears it himself. So you can choose to take on what you think other people think of you, or you could actually start to really learn self-reliance and the fact that you actually have got an awful lot more gumption and capability than perhaps you credit yourself with. So this is a need to perhaps change our focus a little bit in this card as well. Bit of a struggle, maybe Mars today and all that, and
Mars is in Cancer.
Oh dear, bless him.
Alrighty then.
And we've got the expanding dramas.
Jupiter and the Moon in Pisces. Yep.
Yes.
All right. So good luck out there.
Yes, it'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
What could possibly go wrong, eh?
We've got tons of admin to do today, so I don't think we'll see you for a box opening unless something amazing comes.
I don't know if we've got amazing stuff. I know I've got wicks coming, which we're desperate for, so we can make candles. But they're coming. Right. But I don't know. We may have other stuff. All right. But thank you so much for watching us.
See you tomorrow morning.
Yes, and don't forget, tomorrow we're going to do
6:30.
We're going to do our tarotscopes, and we're going to do our give back readings, our live readings. So do put a date in your diary for 6:30 tomorrow evening.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow for 11Cs anyway. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, everybody. Peace.
Have a beautiful, wonderful day. And like,